the main points of contention here is this Airbnb in Senegal.
Correct. Prior to leaving, I stated that I wanted to go to Senegal. We're here. Let's maximize our trip. Once we determined that we were going to go, I said to the two of them, I'll put it on my credit card.
Who found the Airbnb that you were going to use in Senegal?
I did, and it was a bust. It was a mess. Our driver was not able to get us there.
So you found an Airbnb, put it on your credit card.
And purchased airline tickets for the three of us.
Now, there's no dispute that you owed her for the airline ticket, correct?
No, but could I add a little bit into that?
Well, hold on. Let me finish the Senegal, and then I'll let you respond.
Okay.
Now, for the Airbnb in Senegal,
yes,
I ate that. I paid for that. I have not asked anyone to pay for that at all.
All right, you wanted to address the airline ticket and Senegal.
Can we go back to the hospital situation? What I'm trying to state is
Let's keep it
poor decision-making throughout the beginning.
I understand your general claim is that there was a pattern of poor decision-making, right?
Exactly.
Go ahead and tell me about the airline tickets.
So the airline tickets, the night she came to me, she said they were $480. Then she came back and said she made a mistake. It was only one way. It was double that price. And me and the other person really didn't want to pay that much, but we went ahead and did it. But initially, I had all the information for Senegal. I have a friend that lives there. Mm-hmm. And my friend had given me everything we needed for that package for Senegal.
Okay.
Thomasina, when she came to me that night, she says, we are tired of you making all the decisions, and we're going to take her. I said, well, you all can take it, and I'm just going to ride. I'm not going to say anything, based on all the poor decisions that you've made throughout this trip. So the driver didn't have a license to take us on the highway. That's why he never took us to the Airbnb. He instead said he wanted to take us to his sister's place.
Ooh, okay.
I said, you can take me of one of two places, the embassy or the hotel. Well, he looked at Thomasina because she was the person that had hired him. And she says, well, I guess we can go see your sister's place. And I'm thinking, what a bad idea.
Did he take you to his sister's place?
Yes, he did. It was the projects.
It was horrible. It was a terrible
And I understand
mistake.
your point, but she's not fighting you on the bad decision-making. She
Well,
said it was a disaster.
That's what cost me more money.
Judge Corriero.
Did you both agree to share the travel expenses?
Well, the only expenses that were divided was that room, the other person. And I didn't say I wanted a room by myself. I was planning on sharing a room.
Every other expense other than the extra room, you had agreed to pay half.
No, it wasn't like that. We weren't agreeing to pay half. I agreed to pay half once she booked the tickets to Senegal, but initially...
No, not half. No, you didn't book to pay half.
Well, you see, here's the problem. You obviously don't agree on what your agreement was. And what I see here is an accounting issue between two friends and former business partners under the agreement. And you also feel that you were not fully willing to accept the decision-making by the plaintiff. So we have a problem. How much of that $882, what does that represent, the $882?
Okay, there's a ticket for $889 to Senegal.
And she hasn't yet reimbursed you for that?
Correct.
Okay, am I right?
I made 3 payments of $200, so I paid her $600.
Towards that?
Towards that.
So therefore you should only owe $200.
Towards that, yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
So now we move on. And what was the next expense?
$314 for a loan that I made to her, 2 loans that I made to her while
you were there. Is that true?
I'm not really sure. They took credit cards. You could not use a credit card, and I took cash. So she initially had borrowed money from me before that even happened. And she was trying to get money back. I was borrowing money from her back and forth with friends, you know, can you do this? So I didn't keep a record.
I did.